me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead, go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my tune to out, to out. Ooh, I love it. Crank it up, yeah, yeah, yeah. Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this. Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this. Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up.
I've just given the big string of hearts plant in my sewing room a really good haircut. Look how much I've taken off. There must be at least a metre there. I've got lots of little root balls on it. That's a small one, but there's a really big one there. And I'm thinking there's lots of air roots as well, I think they're called. All these little bits coming out. I don't know if they're roots or from flowers, but I'm going to just hope that if I sit them on some soil it will root and I'll get more plants. I'm not really sure what the balls are. Very weird. There's a massive one in the pot in the sewing room, but it seems to be a healthy thing, so I'm not worried. So I'm going to just pop it onto some soil here. I've wet the compost a little bit. I'm going to sit these on top and then maybe just put in a tiny bit more compost just so there's a bit of contact with anywhere that wants to root, and then I'll find a wee space in the house for it. I've no idea if I've done it properly, but I'll keep it moist. I'll give it a wee spray every now and then and see how it goes. I've split it in two, so I've got another little pot here as well. Bring them in the house, find somewhere for them, and hopefully see a little bit of growth soon.
We got this. I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on
Monday morning and I've just started to sew, and I've got a little jam in my machine and it's not in the bobbin case here, and unfortunately with my machine I've got to undo screws in here to take the plate off. So I thought I might just show you a little bit of machine maintenance, because I've just had a peek in here and I thought I'd share with you what it looks like. So I've taken out the screws. You will get a little kit with your machine. This is my screwdriver that came with the machine. So I've undone the screws, taken out my bobbin, and I'm just going to lift off the plate because there's a bit of thread caught in here which I can't get out without removing the plate. And I've not had this plate off since I had the machine. I have cleaned my machine, I've cleaned in here, and my machine also opens here. So I've given that a clean, not today, but I've cleaned it plenty of times and oiled it. But I realise I've never had this off, so I'm going to show you the state of it and why it is important to clean your machine regularly. Look at the fluff in there. I'm almost too embarrassed to show you, but I think it is important that you see what it's like inside, and just shows you how important it is to clean your machine. So there's that thread that's got caught. That really is caught. Wow. Yeah, that's got itself really well tangled there. So that's now out, free. So that will lift out as well. So I just need to remember where things go. See, the bottom side of that needs a good clean as well. So my top tip for cleaning is using cotton buds and just wet the end, and then the dust will stick to the wet end. So by wetting it, I just mean stick it in your mouth, and then just start to, oh my goodness, that is really bad. There's a lesson for myself there, clean it more often. So I'm going to get out a bird's nest's worth of fluff out here, I think. I'm going to start taking it off the cotton bud. You can use a scrap of fabric or a wet cloth or whatever works for you, but I think cotton buds are perfect for getting in all these tiny little spaces, and they're also gentle enough that you're not going to dislodge things as well. So I'm going to give that a really good clean. I'm going to go through lots of cotton buds, no doubt. Oh, it's really bad, even underneath all the bits. You should really be doing this quite often, and I should definitely have done it before now. Just never thought. I have cleaned the rest of it, as I said, but yeah, I didn't realise it would be so dusty in here. I cleaned it out the best I can. There are quite a lot of little grooves here which are really difficult to clean, and I've even tried going in with a pin and just getting out as much as I can, but they're not the easiest to clean. I know you can use maybe a bit of blue tack and just get that out. I don't have that to hand right now, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. There was a lot of fluff down the middle bit there, which is really difficult to get out. So I've cleaned it as best I can, happy with that. I've opened the top, given that bit a little clean as well. Just basically anywhere you can get your cotton bud in, just run it down and you'll get dust on it. To give it a good clean, so I'm happy with that. Give your needle bit here a really good clean as well, because that gets very fluffy. I've done all that. I'm just going to give it an oil now since I've got it open. So if you just turn your handle and see whichever bits move, that's the bits you want to oil. So I'm going to stick some oil in here. You can get sewing machine oil from any good sewing shop, or I would always recommend eBay, a good place to buy stuff. You'll get lots of little independent businesses on there. Nice to support those rather than Amazon. So here's your oil. You've got a nice big spouty thing on it. Be very gentle because you do not want to put too much oil in. So I'm just going to show you again where I'm going to put it in here. So it's turning around the centre bit. So the oil you want to put in the bit that where it moves. So that's that little groove. Just a little bit of oil in there, and then just turn your handle to work it in, and that will work its way down as you sew. And I'm just going to use a little bit of scrap fabric to just blot off any excess, because you don't want too much in there. And then that was the bit where the bobbin case went. I'm not sure which way it went, so I'm hoping it will just tell me where it wants to slot back in. Ooh, I'm hoping I'll get that back in. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute. I'm also going to put some oil in here. You can see that whole big shaft goes up and down, so wherever it meets the holder is where I'm going to oil. So I'm going to put some oil right in that bit. I don't think it wants to focus annoyingly. Yep, so just around there, just a tiny bit. I'm not squeezing hard. And then there where it was moving, and then work it up and down. And then I can see in there if I can, I don't know if I can get the oil in. It's so awkward to get the oil into some of the places, so yeah, it's not easy. So where else? I'm gonna maybe try and get a bit going in there as best I can. Just wherever you can see it moving, get some oil in. We've got a little, where are we? Little joint in there moving, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of oil there. See, there is a little oil on it, so it's maybe that it wasn't that long ago since I last oiled it. Just any joints that move, rub together, just get some oil in it, not too much, and if it seems like too much, just blot it off with your bit of scrap or a tissue. But I'm happy with that. If you're finding that your machine's not running very well, give it a clean, give it an oil, take your thread out and rethread it again, and you should find it works a lot better. So I'm happy with that. Now I'm just going to figure out how to get the bobbin case back in and then put the plate back on it as well. One more thing I would like to point out is that there are a lot of screws in here, and I would highly recommend you don't unscrew anything that you're not sure about. It's okay to take off the plate to get to the insides, but I would seriously not touch any other screws, because the chances of you getting it back together exactly right are quite slim. Trust me on this. You do not want to mess with it, because you mess about with the fitting of the machine and the tension, and you do not want to do that, because once you've done that, it's really difficult to go back. So yeah, only take out the screws that you are confident with removing. You can get tutorials on cleaning machines on YouTube. You'll probably find one for your specific machine if necessary, or on your machine's website. My machine, I'm always asked what I've got. It's a Genome, and the model is it's 5060 QDC. It's a really nice machine, and I would highly recommend it.
Last night you caught my eye, so fly, oh my, I've been thinking about you all night, I can't get you off my mind. I'm out on deep water, it's too late, I've crossed the border, I'm bitten hard by Cupid, babe, hurry, I need to be saved, hurry with all the cliches.
Happy to report my machine is now purring like a pussycat and sewing really nice and smoothly. If you ever give your machine a good clean and an oil, you'll know what I mean. You can hear the difference straight away, and it's quite satisfying. So that all started because I started to sew a bit of a pouch, and the thread got chewed up at the beginning of the row of sewing, which does happen. Unfortunately, it got stuck so much so that I had to undo the machine. But it's a good job I did, because you saw how messy it was. Yeah, I really need to do that a bit more often. I've definitely cleaned the top quite often, but never the bottom, and I've had my machine for 2 years, so yeah, that's really bad. Your machine probably wouldn't be as bad as mine, because I use mine most days, but if you are just an occasional sewer, obviously it won't be so bad, so don't worry. But yeah, definitely give your machine a clean if you've never done it. You'll notice a huge difference, and your machine will thank you, and you'll feel really good.
I know I'm out on a limb now, babe, but I'm bitten hard by Cupid, yeah. Hurry, I need to be saved. Go easy on me, babe. Sunny days, you and me, we'll keep it out of the rain. Try me on any direction, I'll follow you. Don't wanna
I've just brought my beautiful purple oxalis out to see if I can separate some of the corms, because it's had a massive growth spurt and a few of my friends at the Palace and I are swapping houseplant babies, so I've offered up some of this, so it should be pretty easy. I'm going to see what's in the pot there, but I think there are definitely more than one corm. I think they're corms, so I'm going to take that out and have a look. And I forgot my tripod, so I'm just going to have to pick up the camera every now and then and I'll show you what it looks like. You can see just how much is in this pot, but you can see down the bottom here there are what is definitely a couple of little extra plants, little babies, so I'm going to prize them out and pop them into their own pots and give this one some fresh compost, and then yeah, see how many plants I'll get out of that. As you can see, it's had a really good flush of flowers. This has just come up in the past week or two, maybe because the temperature did rise a little. Well, I'm saying that, it's absolutely freezing today. So this is what was in the soil. Isn't it beautiful? It's really lovely. And don't be too worried about oxalis because they are actually edible. Apparently they are peppery. I think you can eat the flowers. I can't remember if you can eat the leaves as well, but I definitely read that they're edible. Look at the colour in that. That is incredible. So I'm thinking that there's no roots in that. It's really weird. It's got really tiny roots in there. So hopefully if I plant that, I'm thinking it will be okay. There's a few other little bits, and there's one, another good one as well. So fingers crossed that they're happy in a new little pot of their own.
You better turn to the other side. If you stay right here, I might move my hand to your face. It's been a long and tiresome day. I've been waiting to come home and give you everything that I have. Now we could stay awake all night and have dinner in bed. Slowly watch as the sun rises, or fall asleep instead. Woo, this is how it ought to be. Every day should be like a hovering cloud.
I'm just packing up some orders today, and I've got a really cute one here. Someone had ordered a pin with my little lady on it, and one of my project notebooks. These have got square pages, which I just love using. Really cute. This is a whole logo, so you've got everything in it. I tend to just use the lady for certain things like my labels and stuff, but I love the element of the cat and the tea and some books and some bunting on the bookshelf and flowers. It's just everything that I wanted incorporated in my logo. I love it. And then I've also got these little labels, which are sew-in labels. You can sew them into garments or on the blankets or whatever. And these ones say "You are loved." How nice would it be to have a handmade garment from someone and that is inside it? Wouldn't that be nice inside children's school uniform, or putting it into a partner's clothing or something, especially if they are away a lot. It's so sweet. Or even having them hidden inside something, just so that only you and they know that they're there. Such a nice cute little thing. I've got quite a lot of these labels in my shop, the Rosy Little Cheeks, and you get a pack of 6, I think it is. I've got a selection of them. I'll maybe show you some of them. I keep a lot of stock in these handy trays, baskets. So I've got some needle tins here, and you get 2 of the curved darning needles in those. This is where the rest of the labels are, that's why I've pulled it out to show you. So you've got the one I've just shown, "You are loved." You've got "Be strong, be happy, be you." "Creativity never goes out of style." These could also work in project bags, things like that as well. "Love yourself, revolution." "You are important, you are enough, and you matter" on that one. And what else have we got? "Made by Mummy." and another one. That's all of them, so you can get all of those in my shop as well, and they all come in packs of 6 and you just sew them in to your garments.
It's been you all along, but I've been too caught up to see it, baby. We can have it all if I just could get myself together. I'm not wasting another minute. If it goes up in flames, I'll take the pain. If I never try to get it, I can just forget it. I'm done playing the waiting game. I'm so done. I'm all done playing the waiting game. Baby, like the stars, I've been a million miles away, but you've been in my heart, somewhere down all this time hidden away. I'm not wasting another minute. If it goes up in flames, I'll take the pain. If I never try to get it, I can just forget it. I'm done playing the
I'm just taking a photo of some stock that's in my shop at the moment. I've got these really lovely little patchwork mats, and what I would use them for would be just around the house, for putting things like your plants on or candles or something. So I've just been taking some pictures. How pretty are they? I've got some really bright coloured ones because I had these gorgeous fabrics and they would work in your sewing room as well. Really, really pretty. So I've got orange, a nice turquoise, green and a red left, and they've all got really nice backing as well, so you can have them on either side depending on your decor or the season or what you're going to be sitting on them. So we've just got some really pretty florals on the back. These are in my shop now if you'd like to get one. I've got a few dotted around my own home. I'll maybe just restyle my little cabinet here and show you where one of my ones sits and how I style it up. This is one of the ones I've got, obviously a different style and a different fabric, but it just gives you an idea. So here I've got it underneath a lamp. This is my dining room corner. I think they're very pretty. This is another one I've got, and it's just in the sitting room next to the couch. I've got my coaster for my cup of tea, but I always bring my water bottle through as well, so it was just to protect the wood that I made this one up, and I really love it. It's really pretty. Just chose fabrics that I really liked and I love it. So yeah, all manner of uses. You can put candles on them or plants or whatever you like.
I'm all done playing the waiting game. Don't wanna spend one night without your love. Don't wanna miss.
I've just taken some photos of these storage pouches that I've just finished. I'm just doing a few at a time this week because it's just a bit easier to manage in terms of getting stuff done, and then I really like having a few finishes. That makes me feel quite productive. So if I just do it a little bit at a time, then I get that feeling a bit quicker, because it's taking me a long time to make stuff at the moment. I just seem to not have as much time to sort of dedicate to sitting sewing all day at the moment. I just seem to be a little bit busy with bits and pieces. So there are 3 storage pouches. I just love how all my fabrics go so well together. So we've got a pink stripe in that one. This one here has got a copper lining which has a slight metallic sheen to the crosses, which is so nice. Such an understated fabric combination, that one, but it's really pretty. And then the red stripes with a little bright floral, which is really pretty as well. So they're in my shop now, so if you would like one, hop over and get yourself one. I will be adding more as and when they're made, but as I'm speaking at the moment, I haven't got any more on the go. My next plan is to cut out some more. I'm going to go and choose some fabrics.
Take me anywhere that you want. I don't even care if we come back again. And as long as the stars are shining above us, then I just wanna be where you are. I don't wanna close my eyes, then I might miss a moment of you. And as long as the sun shines upon us, and I just wanna be where you are.
I've decided that the next lot of pouches I make are going to have a Cath Kidston theme to them, so I've dug through some of my Cath Kidston fabrics and pulled out some that I'm going to make pouches with. It's really difficult to cut into these fabrics knowing that you can't really get them anymore, and Cath Kidston's kind of, yeah, they're not doing too well. But the fabrics are still beautiful, and I do have a pretty good stash, so yeah, it's going to be nice to be able to use them, because I've been keeping them and just not touching them, but they want to be used. So I'm just cutting out pouches and choosing linings. Aren't they so beautiful? They just stopped making them like they used to. I love these beautiful ditzy country looking prints, and they sort of, it just feels like they lost their way a bit over the past few years. Definitely fell out of love with the designs, but I really do like all the older sort of really chintzy florals. These are just it's probably a third of my stash, maybe less, maybe more. No, less. Maybe it's a quarter, I don't know, but they are, the bits that are getting really small are starting to become very precious, and I'll probably keep a hold of them and make something for myself one day. Maybe just, I don't quite know what though, something big and patchworky would be nice, because it's nice to be able to use a bit of everything. But yeah, for now I will be using them sparingly, but I'm going to enjoy sewing these up.
I will walk beside you, 'cause I just wanna be where you are. 'Cause with you I feel no fear, and when you hold me all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you I feel safe. There is no pretending, no need to escape. Then I know I just wanna be where you are.
safe. There is no pretending, no need to escape. And I know I just wanna be where you are.